That is one of the most important points, and I can really credit it towards giving me a lot of the success that I saw in my school and my job work. A passion project can make you happier, more productive, and advance your career. And take it from me, because I've seen it happen with my own passion project. So in this video, I'll take you through what I've been working on, the benefits that I saw, and the benefits that you can get if you take on a project of your own. And stay tuned till the end for some tips on how to jumpstart that process. But before we dive too deep into it, what is a passion project even? Now for this video, I'm going to describe a passion project as something that you're working and building towards a goal, but that your motivation is through just your interest in that topic. To explain a bit, I'm going to talk about my own passion project, which is this YouTube channel. If it's a passion project you're interested in, drop a like if you support it. Through working on it, I've seen a lot of benefits, but for this video, I'll focus on the 3 that I think have been the most major and that I think most people are probably going to get if they start a passion project. So the first benefit is that sense of fulfillment. I think too often in our day-to-day lives, we end up doing things that others want us to do rather than what we want to do ourselves. It takes a sense of fulfillment away from us. The passion project flips it on its head. It is you being self-motivated and wanting to do this thing, and as a result, you get an extra special feeling of that fulfillment and happiness when you work towards it and when you complete it. That's definitely something that I see every time I post a video or I see people enjoying the videos that I make. That gives me an extra sense of, I did this because I wanted to on my own accord, and it brought benefits to me and other people. The second thing is increased productivity. And to explain it, I'm going to have to explain something called Parkinson's Law. So Parkinson's Law is a concept in business and productivity where the time taken to do a task expands with the amount of time you give it. So if you say, I'm going to spend the whole day doing this one thing, you can very well take the entire day to do it. But you might have been able to do it more efficiently if you had said, I only have an hour to do this, or I only have 2 or 3 hours. Having a passion project that you do outside of school and outside of work puts those barriers on your day. So you end up doing the other things in a more productive and faster manner. It also has the added benefit of giving you motivation. Something that I saw really frequently with myself is I had that drive to just get rid of my work, to get my academics out of the way, to get my job stuff out of the way, so that I could finally get to the end of the day and work towards my YouTube channel and have fun with that passion project. In a similar way, I think you'll see the same, where the thing that you want to get to feels like a treat that you're working towards. Honestly, I could say that is one of the most important points, and I can really credit it towards giving me a lot of the success that I saw in my school and my job work. And the last benefit is expanding your skill set. Now this is going to vary depending on what type of project you take on. But for me, I learned a bunch of skills. I'm trying to go into a career in digital marketing, so this passion project was the perfect fit for me. Now I'm learning things about media strategy and video editing and making thumbnails. I'm in my job search right now, and the YouTube channel has been a star point in my resume, and it's given me a foot into the door that I don't think I would have had otherwise. So now that I've hopefully convinced you on why you should get into a passion project, this is how you get started. So the first thing you want to do is you want to figure out what the passion project is even going to be about and what it's going to look like. There are 3 main questions that I'd have you ask yourself for this. These questions are really vital, and it's going to help you frame your project. So for example, let's say you really love dogs. That's the topic that you're going to do. Then let's say, like me, you want to learn about social media. You see all these influencers and you're trying to get more and more into understanding it. Then let's say you want to make an Instagram page about those dogs. And then the third and final question, you look towards the things that you've enjoyed in that space, and you can try to mold your creations to look like theirs. Okay, this is Editor Isaiah, and I wanted to make one small note. I don't think that a passion project needs to be stuck to digital or social media or anything like that. The options are virtually endless, and it could be whatever you want. But while you are doing your passion project, there are 3 mindsets that I want to bring up that without them, I would have failed my passion project a long time ago, and I think they could really help you now. The first is to start before you are ready. I know that a lot of people, myself included, get into the mindset of, oh, I need to get this before I can start, or I need the perfect camera or the perfect mic before I can do my YouTube channel. All these things which basically end up being excuses and barriers in front of you doing the passion project. Don't get stuck in that trap of thinking you need to get other things in place before you can start. Just start. The next thing is to work in small, consistent chunks. If you've watched my video on habits, this is gonna sound a lot familiar to you. What I mean is it's a lot easier to build that routine and consistently grow that passion project if you are doing it in small chunks rather than in 14-hour days where you just sit down all Saturday and do it. That's something I saw with my YouTube channel. But what that did is it got me really burnt out, and then for the next 2 weeks, I didn't even touch the YouTube channel. Since then, I switched to more consistent work where I put in more 1 hour or 2 hours or even less into the channel a day rather than that like big commitment right off the bat. And the last thing, which is probably my channel's motto at this point, you want to seek progress, not perfection. You're not trying to make the perfect project right off the bat, because one, that's impossible. You just started, you don't have that expertise. But two, that's gonna be very demotivating for you because your first thing that you make is going to be your worst. And as you go on, you're gonna just improve off of that. Even if you make something and it's not the best, just build on it, try to improve for next time. And with that, that's all that I have for you today. I really hope that this video inspired you to start a passion project. And if it has, please leave a comment below of what your passion project is. Drop a like if you learned something, share this video with someone you think needs to hear it. And as always, my name is Isaiah, and I hope that you keep improving. See you next time.